Hey, what's up everybody? Danny Lightning back with another CSR2 video. This is what to do and what not to do when you join a crew so you don't get booted. This is basically the crew etiquette. I probably should have made one of these videos a long time ago. Number one is do not activate the wild cards or you can screw your crew out of a whole lot of RP. If you activate the wild card, most crews will kick you instantly unless you have permission from the leader or one of the admins. Wild card activation, remember this, it is about the crew, it is not about you. Now when they have a scheduled time and they activate this, you've probably got 10 or 15 people waiting to get on to race that card and take advantage of their RP. Alright, that helps the entire crew get more prizes and possibly the milestone car. So if you were to actually just activate this at a random time, there might be 1 or 2 or 3 people on. So there's hardly anybody on to get that RP boost. That means your crew is going to miss out on a whole lot of RP when it was activated at a time when nobody was on instead of the scheduled time when a bunch of people were on. And you might miss out on getting that milestone car. So the number one thing that is going to get you kicked out of a crew is activating the wild cards when at the non-scheduled time when you did not have permission. All right? Do not activate those wild cards. Also, like today we've got a 30% wild card scheduled. So that's already full. Tomorrow we're going to do a 70% card. So if I've got any tokens, I'm going to throw them into the 70. Always make sure you're donating to a card that needs donated to. For example, we don't do the 150 for another 4 days. So I'm not going to donate any. We need to make sure the 30s and 70s are filled. That way, because we're only going to do 30s and 70s for the next 4 days. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday is going to be the 150. All right. So I'm not going to fill the 150. Nobody should be filling the 150 until Thursday or Wednesday night after we do the last card. And somebody's put 250 tokens in there instead of putting them into the 70, which needs done tomorrow. So that was a big mistake. Next, every crew is probably going to have a set amount of RP they're going to ask you to earn. Right now, our crew is at 21 million, and we got 4 more days until the season ends. So we're doing pretty good at the moment. Alright? But every crew usually has a set amount of RP. That way, they get the milestone car. That's the whole idea. So if a crew says you need to make 700,000 respect points each season, you need to make 700,000 respect points. It takes 30 people. Alright, it takes 30 people with a little right around 700,000 respect points each to get that 20 million. So if everybody needs to pull their weight and make that 700,000, okay? That's why most crews have a 700,000 respect point limit, is because that's what it takes to get the car. If you don't make the RP, most crews will just instantly kick you. Even if you miss it one season, most crews will kick you out right then and there. Alright, a lot of these crews do not play around. You have to get the minimum RP. If you don't do it, you're gone. So that's pretty much the deal with that. Make sure you always hit the minimum RP. If you don't know what your crew's minimum is, please ask and find out. Alright? Because if you don't hit it, there's a good chance you are going to be kicked. Another thing is the crew needs to have really good communication. So you always want to check in-game chat. Or if your crew uses something like Line or Discord or something, make sure you check that. Alright, an outside app like Line or Discord or We Gamers or something like that is way better than in-game chat. In-game chat is pretty terrible. But if your crew is using in-game chat, make sure you check that and pay attention to what's being said there daily. If they use an outside app, make sure you check that because it is very important to have good communication. Alright, we use the Line app. I think the Line app is awesome. And it works out well. We got people on there all day chatting and talking about this and that, and if people got questions or if we need to remind people about the rules or something, we can post it right on the Line app. Everybody needs to pay attention to your game chat every single day because the communication is extremely important. Alright, you need to know what's going on with your crew and all that good stuff, so always pay attention to the chat. I don't care, no matter what. Pay attention to the chat. Okay, so if you can't commit to a crew's rules, don't join that crew because they will kick you out, alright? Always make sure you know the rules before you join a crew, or if you join and don't know the rules, make sure you find out. And if you cannot commit to those rules, you should probably just go ahead and leave because they'll kick you out anyways, alright? Always make sure you can commit to whatever the rules are before you join a crew. That way you don't get booted. And no matter what, do not activate the crew's wild card if you don't have permission, especially if it's at the wrong time. That is the most dick move you can do, is to activate that wild card and screw that crew out of that RP when they had 10 or 15 people waiting to get on at a specific time, and then you activated it when nobody was on. Do not do that. Alright? Do not do that. So that's pretty much the deal. Alright? Always treat your crew members with respect. Alright? Try and follow all the rules. Alright? Make sure you know the rules when you join a crew. Make sure you know the rules and make sure you follow those. Alright? Those are the main things. Is don't activate the wild cards. Make sure you put the wild card tokens into the card that needs activated that day, not one that's going to be activated 4 or 5 days from now, because that's a waste of tokens. Alright? So, that's pretty much the deal. Always hit the minimum RP of your crew. Always pay attention to game chat. And if there's any other rules in the crew, make sure you follow them. Always be respectful to others in your crew, especially the management. You know, it's not that easy running a crew. There's a lot of stuff, and I mean, there's a lot of stuff that goes on running these crews and trying to find people and trying to enforce the rules and get people to do what they're supposed to do. It's a pain. It's kind of a headache sometimes. So anyways, that's pretty much the deal, alright? That's the crew etiquette, what to do and what not to do when you join a crew, alright? Follow these rules, follow your crew's rules, and don't get kicked out. Alright, see you guys.